So today we're going to be talking about conditional statements. They're called if-then statements, all right? So if P, then Q. So P and Q could be any statement. For example, probably the best example is if an angle is 90 degrees, then it is a right angle. That would be an if-then statement. The if part is the beginning part. If an angle is 90 degrees, and the conclusion would be, well, then it's 90 degrees. So that's just the second part of your conditional statement. We're going to look at some of these real quick, okay? The converse is just saying just the opposite. You just flip it around. Instead of saying if it's 90, it's right, you say if it's right, then it's 90. So that works. We just switch the sentence around. The not says if it's not 90, then it's not right. So you just make the original statement negative. And then finally, contrapositives take your converse, switch it around and make them both negative. So if it's not 90, no, if it's not right angle, then it's not 90. In fact, we need to take a look at these, okay? So let's take a look at our first example, okay? So in example 1, again, what we're doing in our Common Core is geometry. And we're doing, we want to talk about no precise definitions to prove theorems. And we're going to get into that more and more. What is a theorem? We're going to talk about that in a couple of days, okay? So, example 1, it says inductive reasoning. So inductive reasoning means you have to do inductive reasoning, you have to have some kind of proof, okay? So find specific cases to provide a rule or a statement that's correct, okay? So if it's going to be right, it's okay. If it's going to be wrong, we have to come up with a counter example, okay? Need a counter example, okay? So let's take a look at example 1. The product. Now product means what? To multiply, right? So the product number of an even number, product means to multiply, and an odd number is odd. So even number times an odd number. Let's see, how about 4 times 3? What's that answer? Oh, is that odd? Is this a true statement? It's a false statement, isn't it? This is a false statement. I've got an even number times an odd number and it turned out even. That's false, isn't it? What's my counterexample? That's my counterexample right there. Now there's probably other counterexamples, 2 times 3. There's lots of counterexamples, but it's true. An even number times an odd number is not odd, so there's my counterexample. False. That's easy. How about example 2? All birds fly. Is that true?
No.
Okay, you say false, give me a counterexample. Ostrich. Oh, chickens sometimes. Chickens kind of fly, but not very good. But ostrich, Zelia. A penguin, right? How do you spell ostrich? Ostrich. I cannot spell. C-H, like that. Man, I tell you. There you go. Ostrich. Penguin, right? Penguin's technically a bird. Okay, so here comes our if-then. Okay, conditional statement has a hypothesis, that's my if part, and a conclusion, that's my then part. So we want to just write things as an if-then statement. So a conditional statement, that's what we want to do. Okay. A bird has wings. So let's rewrite this. Instead of bird has wings, let's say if an animal is a bird, or if it is a bird, then it has wings. Okay, we'll just write as an if then. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you have to kind of get the right gist of it. So if we write if it is a bird, if we want to be more exact, we say if an animal is a bird, but if it is a bird, then it has wings. All right, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. That's probably a true statement. You guys agree with that one? I can't imagine a bird without wings. I can't even think of any bird without a wing, right? Even penguins, they call penguins birds, and why would we call them penguins birds? Because they have wings, right? Yeah. So then the converse is to just switch it around, just totally switch around. So instead of writing if it's a bird, we'll say if it has wings, if an animal, let's probably better put animal in there because we can't use an airplane. So if an animal has wings, then it is a bird. Okay? Is that true?
No.
No. There's lots of things that have wings. I mean, I don't know, dragonflies. Let's see, how about, what else? Bats, right? The bats aren't birds, right? So this is false. You guys agree? That's false. think this is true. Unless I'm missing something, I've never known a bird without wings, right? So that's the converse. We just rewrote it. We just switched the statement around. That's all we did. We took it from bird to wings to birds. That's all we did. We switched the statement around, okay? Now the inverse is take the original. Let's take this one here and let's make it negative, okay? Negative. So to make it negative, we're going to put a not in front of it. So if it is not a bird, so if, I sure can't, if, and I'm going to use animal, if an animal is not a bird, then it does not have wings. Does not have wings. Okay, go ahead and write that down. So if an animal, so I took the original, if an animal is not a bird, then it does not have wings. And I kind of want to put the animal in there because, you know, there's airplanes, they have wings, but we're not talking about those things, okay? We're talking about basically animals. So if an animal is not a bird, then it does not have wings. Is that necessarily true? No, because we know bugs have, some bugs, flies, dragonflies, all sorts of creepy crawlies, right? Have wings, bats. Okay, contrapositive is to take my converse statement, is to take this one and make it negative. So we'll take this one. If an animal does not have wings, so if an animal does not have wings, does not have wings, then it is not a bird. That's not necessarily true either, is it?
Yeah, it is, right? If it doesn't have wings in it, that's definitely not a bird because all birds have wings.
I would agree with that. Yes, thank you, Claire. I would agree with that. Yep, thank you, Claire. I stand corrected. I would agree with you on that one. So this one turned out to be false, but this one would be true. Very good. All right, you guys ready to turn the page? Is this making some sense? It's not that hard, okay? All right, Jaden, you're saying, hold on, Mr. Davies, wait, right? No, I don't mind. I don't mind. So, not very difficult, right? It was just writing conditional statements and rewriting them. All right, Nate. Okay, turn the page. There you go. All right, there we go. So, example 4. A butterfly is an insect with 4 rings. Okay, I want you to rewrite that. Take that statement, just try it. You don't have to be perfect, but try and take the statement. I want you to try and write it as an if-then. Because if you want a conditional statement, it's going to be a conditional statement. It's got to be if-then, okay? You got to write it as an if-then statement, okay? Give it a try. If a butterfly. Start right out there. If a butterfly. Okay, so if an insect is a butterfly, then it has 4 wings. Is that true? Yeah, butterflies have 4 wings, don't they?
I think they have 2 very large ones.
Do they?
Do they?
I think it might be. I don't know, we can look it up, Kurt.
Oh, there's a picture right here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it's 4, yeah. Yeah, I think it's because they fold together. No, they're actually, yeah, it looks like that. I know when we draw them in art, we always make them attached, don't we? Yeah. Okay, so what would be the opposite? What would be the converse of this? If an insect has 4 wings, so we'll switch around. If an insect has 4 wings, then it is a butterfly. So I switched around. If an insect has 4 wings, then it's a butterfly. Is that true? Not necessarily. I mean, I think dragonflies, right?
Yeah, that's how I was thinking.
Yeah, I was dragonfly, and I don't think, yeah, I would say false on that because I think about a dragonfly. So my counter example is dragonfly, okay? So the inverse is to take my original statement and just make it negative, okay? Inverse, just make it a negative. So if an insect is not a butterfly, is not a butterfly, then it does not have 4 wings. Well, I don't know if that's true, because we can think of lots of different bugs that might have 4 wings, right? I don't think that's true. I'll put false on that one. And finally, the contrapositive. So to do the contrapositive, we're going to take our converse. We take our converse, take that one there, and let's make it into a negative statement. It's got to be a negative statement. So if an insect does not have 4 wings, then it is not a butterfly. I would agree with that. I mean, butterflies have to have 4 wings. I'd say true to that one. Okay. How am I doing? Okay. So it's really easy. What's Keisha doing? Write me a little note on the board. Keisha's making Kermit the Frog. All right, Keisha, we're almost done. Here we go. If and only if, right? So last one. Highlight that, underline that. If and only if statement. So if the original conditional and its converse are both true. So the conditional and your converse are both true. We're going to write an if and only if statement, okay? I'll give you an example of one, okay? So we do know if I say an angle with 90 degrees is a right angle. And I could say if it's a right angle, it has 90 degrees. That one for sure, right? I mean, if you get 90 degrees, it's a right angle. And if it's a right angle, it's 90, right? So let's take that statement. So I know, as my example over here, okay, 90 degrees are right angles. Always. Same thing, if it's a right angle, it's going to be 90 degrees. Okay, I totally agree with that. So I'm going to write that as an if and only if statement. So the if and only if goes in the middle, okay? So we can say it like this. An angle that has 90 degrees. Oh, how do I word this right? Let's take the right angle. Right angles. If only if 90 degrees. Angles. Okay, so I'll write angles that angles are. I always have a hard time putting these together.
An angle is it's a right angle if and only if it's 90 degrees.
I like that, Kurt. Say it again. An angle.
An angle is only a right angle if and only if it's equal to 90 degrees.
Angle is a right angle if and only if. Nice job, Kurt. If and only if it is 90 degrees. Thank you, Kurt, for helping me put that into words. There we go. Nice job. So an angle is a right angle if and only if it is 90 degrees. That's an if and only if statement, okay? I always have to think of ways to write that. I don't know. I'm not an English teacher, obviously, huh? Okay, so not too bad. I know the bell's going to ring here in just a minute. So we have homework tonight. Sorry. That happens sometimes.